Welcome to the 7 Daily Spotlight, guys. My name is Swante, and for today's character spotlight, we're going to be talking about the speed Hendrickson that you can get from the gacha. His first ability, Blood Feast, inflict 180% damage to a single target with 20% lifesteal. Second stage of this ability, 270% damage and 30% lifesteal. Third stage of this ability, 400% damage to a single enemy and 40% lifesteal. His second ability, Flare Flicker, inflict 180% damage to a single target and ignite for 3 turns. Now, if you guys do not know what ignite is, it is pretty much a damage amp, and it increases the damage to the target by 10%, and it can stack multiple times. Hendrickson's ultimate Hellflame Wave inflicts 560% damage to a single target and has 40% lifesteal. Hendrickson's Fate Ultimate, Celestial Blade, inflict 640% damage to a single enemy and has 40% lifesteal. Hendrickson's passive, Regeneration. Each turn, the recovery rate is increased by 10%, max is 5 times. Now, speaking about what type of gear to put on this Hendrickson, now Speed Hendrickson is a little bit tricky because, as you can see right here, his crit chance is actually pretty high. I think it's like one of the highest in the game, and it's sitting at 40%. So some people might go crit chance on him, but the thing about this Speed Hendrickson is that he is kind of like an off, you can think of him as like an off DPS sustain unit or an off tank DPS, because his damage really is not the best. It's definitely good for where he's at, since he does have the healing, but he's kind of like in the mix between a DPS and a tank. So it's kind of like you can use him for sustain and damage if you don't want to run pure tank. That's what this Hendrickson can be used as. Now, speaking about what type of gear you can put on him, I think that putting him on a defensive stance might not be too bad, just because of how much sustain he would be able to get with the lifesteal that he has plus the damage amp. But going in attack route definitely isn't too bad. I had him on a crit damage defense set, and that worked pretty dang well, let me tell you. So building him, I think this is like one of the units in the game that you can literally build just about anything on, and it will work. You can put vamp crit hit, just, you already know. His lifesteal will boost up by quite a bit if you do the vamp set, and then the crit rate set, so you can crit more, or you can do crit damage, crit hit, vamp attack, vamp defense, vamp crit damage resist, vamp recovery, vamp life. There's just too many ways to go about building this Hendrickson. I don't really think that I have found the most optimal way for me yet, but there is so many different ways to go about building this. Kind of insane. Speaking about what type of characters he has synergy with, since this Slater does have ignite on him, you could definitely pair him with another single target DPS, or you could just pair him with an AoE dealer. But the people that will benefit the most from his ignite will definitely be people with weakness. If you guys do not know what weakness is, or are not familiar with what weakness is, it is 3 times as much damage to an enemy target that has a debuff on it. So definitely pairing this Hendrickson with a character that has weakness on it is a good idea as well. But characters he has super good synergy with, I guess you could say Jericho. You could also say Vitality Meliadas. Later works well with him as well. Bond works well. I think just about all bonds work pretty well with this Hendrickson. And let's see here. Oh, the Strength SR Elizabeth that you get pairs really well with this Hendrickson as well, because if you do not know, one of her abilities does have penetration on it. So pairing these two up together is a dangerous combo indeed. Now, overall, what do I think about Hendrickson? Honestly, he's not a bad unit. I haven't really found a sweet spot on where to use him. I do kind of use him a couple of times in raid and when I'm farming, but I don't really know where his sweet spot is as of right now. But when I find it out, I will let you guys know. But he's definitely like a tanky type of DPS, or a sustaining DPS, if you will. So there's just too many different ways to use this unit that it's just like, wow. I've never seen one unit have like so many different ways about going to build him or being used. It's weird. But I feel like once we do find out what that sweet spot is, then he's just going to be used a lot more than he is right now. And on that note, I'm going to end this character spotlight here. I hope that you guys are having a great day and that I was able to make your day even better. Peace.